There are different seasons in life, my friends. No matter how on point you are with your prayers, affirmations, visualization, finances, generosity, and health and wellness routine, there's absolutely nothing that will guarantee you that things will go your way all the time. In fact, when you're making progress and doing everything in your power to follow your conscience and live a good life, is exactly when the enemy will send obstacles and things that will deeply trigger you your way in order to take you off your path. The devil wants you to stay in the past and stay in a toxic pit of negativity. And when you are trying your hardest and making great progress is when the enemy will come for you. This is the truth about spiritual warfare. It never ends. The devil doesn't come for lazy people without any ambition, who smoke weed and screw off all day, refuse to get a job, and feel no obligation to pursue their purpose and passion, because he already has them. But he is coming for you, the person who keeps the faith, loves to bless others, and consistently works on their purpose, passions, and hobbies. When you don't allow the devil to trigger you when he comes to steal your peace and joy, that sends him into a fit of rage. He wants you to be triggered. And when you tell the devil there's nothing he can do to make you lose your peace, you will win in the conflict of spiritual warfare. You have not because you ask not. As I have gotten more spiritually mature, I've realized keeping prayer simple is extremely powerful, because you put all your faith in God to give you what he knows is best for you and what's in his will for your life. When you wake up in the morning, simply affirm, "Thank you so much, God, for all the wonderful blessings you brought into my life and that good things are coming my way today. Thank you for giving me the strength and discernment to make choices that honor you and that will best serve my community, my family, and myself." Very simple. You don't need to make it so complicated. This is so simple. Just do this every morning and see how your life changes. When you show your faith in God by thanking him in advance for what you want and gratitude for what you already have, your prayers become a lot more powerful and you will begin to see your life unfold in the way it should. A lot of the time, we don't really know what's best for us, because if you actually did, you'd already be happy. So keeping prayer simple can allow you to pray without overthinking. Unlike when speaking to God, when you're communicating with your partner and other people in your life, it's very important to be very clear and specific on what you want out of them and communicate your specific needs, wants, and desires. You can only expect God to know what you want, but you absolutely cannot expect another imperfect human being to guess what you want. It's totally unfair and unrealistic to expect another person to anticipate and cater to your wants, needs, and desires without you clearly communicating them. After you ask once or maybe twice for what you want out of another person, you need to stop asking and start expecting the best. Even when they don't do things exactly the way you want them to, if you give them grace, appreciate what they're doing right, and continue being stable and content, regardless of outcomes, things will still work out in a way that's acceptable to you. No one else is in charge of your happiness except you. And if you put the burden of keeping you happy on someone else, I promise you, you'll never, ever, ever be happy. God's peace and a strong relationship with him is the only thing that will keep you happy and victorious in this life, not anything someone else is or isn't doing for you. You have to understand that God blesses you on his own timing. And if you can't show him that you're content with what you already have, he knows you won't be contented no matter what you get. So he's not going to grant you an increase of love, health, and abundance. Even if you build up power, influence, financial gains, and relationships with your own striving, rather than allowing God to bless you on his timing and in his way, you won't have the right mindset to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor and all of your striving. And it would all be for nothing because you aren't going to get any pleasure or satisfaction out of it. Trust and faith in God and doing the right thing, regardless of how you're feeling at the moment, is the only guarantee of holding on to your peace and winning in spiritual warfare. There are many Bible verses that command us to trust God and not let fear guide our decisions. Of course, you're going to feel fear, but you cannot let it stop you from doing what you know is right. God won't put financial resources or the right partner in your orbit if you can't manage what you already have with an honest effort. No one's asking you to be perfect, but you have to manage what you have right now well. When you show God you can live responsibly on a small hourly wage with your parents or a bunch of roommates and not waste what little you have on stuff you don't need, and you do that faithfully for as long as it takes while growing your knowledge, skills, and experience and applying for better jobs, or after working your day job to turn your side hustle into a full-time job, God will see that you can work really well with the little. So he will absolutely grow your income. When God sees that you see your worth and value in being his child and having a strong relationship with him and not needing a partner or spouse to prop you up, but you're happy and contented in your own company and using God as the entity that props you up and gives you self-esteem, that is when the right partner will come into your life. Thoughts of frustration, anger, envy, and jealousy are guaranteed to pop into your mind from time to time. And that is the enemy trying to take away the progress you're making. When you can be stable and behave the same way, whether things are going your way or not, is when you put your foot on the devil's neck instead of letting him have his way with you. And the more you do this, the more confident you will be that nothing will take away your joy, stability, and progress. And I promise blessings and breakthroughs will follow. I love you guys. And thank you so much for all the love and support you've been giving me since I've gotten on TikTok. I really appreciate all the love y'all are giving me. And it really touches my heart. And I want nothing more than to help you as much as I can. So I really appreciate your support. And it gives me joy to know that I'm helping some of you. And even if I can help a small amount of people, that's all I want, is to help you not make the same mistakes that I have. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I love you guys. I'll be talking to you soon.